works. Good morning, Corso. I'm still setting up. Hi, Dom. Dom, you're like 2 seconds late. Dom, that was hilarious yesterday that you were late. Okay, I'm trying to get my stuff together here. I woke up a little late. No, we all know pre-coffee and yep. I think the same link should work, but I can send you another one. Okay, I sent you the link. Sorry, I'm a little late today, guys. Early mornings I like to work at night. That's my quiet time where everybody sleeps, nobody needs me for anything. So I learned that staying up late and waking up early does not fit together.
Ooh, that lighting does not look good. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, everyone.
Let's see. Awesome. I was trying to be all prepared and wear like my Comic-Con shirt. The one that has a comic on it.
The comic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to wear mine because it's so cool. I don't want it to get messed up in any way.
Yeah. I'm wearing it. I just couldn't find it. So there's that. Great. Don't know if you saw Dom yesterday. We went on Whatnot. I think you should stop by yesterday. And Dom was waiting on Twitch the entire time for like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes until he realized we were on Whatnot. Like he messaged me like, Anne, wake up, you're late.
That's
I'm like, no, you're just on the wrong channel.
He doesn't have notifications on Whatnot?
Apparently he did. Good call. Dom, we got to talk about that.
Gotta have a conversation there.
I have notifications on, but I get so many at this point. I'm like, I'm not going to, I can't respond to all of them.
Yeah, I see them come in, but not all of them I click on.
No.
Naturally.
Like I check later on what it is, because sometimes it's just something was delivered to your house, or like one of my shipments was like, I don't need to check all my notifications. It's okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. Been a long week because yesterday felt like Friday, so we got 2 Fridays in a row now.
Hey, Michelle.
But it's been good, productive. Right, I was actually just like cleaning up some stuff because we have a quarterly office cleaning usually, and that's the day I get back next year. And so I was like, I'm just gonna clean my stuff now, and I just want to bring a bunch of stuff back to Delaware that I don't necessarily need. Like I've been collecting PSA 10 core series 1s, and so I just want to bring all those back to Delaware, put it in my vault, and not have to worry about it versus having it just sit in the office in my desk. So I'm just gathering a bunch of stuff that I want to bring back. So that's what I've been working on. Yeah, today isn't Saturday, unfortunately. 2 Fridays in a row. We got blessed with 2 Fridays in a row though. So
it's weird that so many people felt like this though. It's not just one. Like I had so many conversations.
I think it's just because the holidays are right around the corner. But like I genuinely thought it was Friday. It just felt like a Friday. I don't know. Everybody had that same feeling. And talking about Friday, since it is Friday, we just had a new comic post like 5 minutes ago. It was actually a really cool one. The last panel was my favorite of like almost all panels. It's my phone background. It's got a bunch of cool characters sitting around Santa. Santa's having a little combo.
You know what? I was debating showing it. I'm not going to show you because you guys need to go to the socials.
Yeah, VeeFriends comics on socials. And actually on the VeeFriends Instagram, we've been every time we have a new comic recently, we've been collab posting with VeeFriends comics or with VeeFriends because we want to make sure like because at least for now like getting like we're still trying to figure out how to get that like get into the algorithm with our comics. So for now, to continue us getting reach on a lot of these really good comics is collab posting with VeeFriends, which most of them have performed like pretty well that we've collab posted with naturally.
For anybody who needs the socials, go screenshot.
There you go. Yeah, so on Twitter, that's a fan run one.
Okay. Oh,
but
really?
It's still I don't think it's us. We have
I
at
did not know
VeeFriend
that.
comic VeeFriends comic, with a C. But that's not like anything that we've like started. We might, but yeah, that's like our official count, but we don't use it because I don't know if we
Interesting. There's
want to.
also VF Comics on Twitter.
Yeah,
No.
I think we also own that. Yeah, we own that one as well, I believe.
Got it.
But nonetheless, yeah, these are super fun.
Ooh, Dom spotted the lemur.
Yeah, the lemur's sick. So the last panel has Chilton sitting on the chair with Mr. St. Nicholas, Entrepreneur Health, Confident Cobra, and Legendary Lemur are just sitting facing Santa while Santa's getting out his frustrations of people doing last minute gifts and then one of his reindeer insisted on overtime pay, which is just bizarre to him. So he's just letting out what he was thinking. It was a cool panel. It was a cool comic.
I give you guys a short glimpse, but you gotta go and read it. That's all you guys get. Go to Instagram.
First panel, we're calling at the Chin Chin Show. Yeah. Definitely no black cat there, which I kind of like how he didn't necessarily hide it, but like it was like
right there, guys.
It was like in the shadows, you know.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
I really liked his chinchilla.
He's super cute. I like
it. The next couple comics next week we'll have 5 new comics, one every day. So it'll be a jam-packed week of comics. Should be a lot of fun. A lot of cool comics. All Christmas-ish related. I think all of them are. They're not like generally like it doesn't say like this is like it doesn't insinuate that it's Christmas, or it doesn't say it's Christmas, but it is. It's like insinuated. That makes sense. Is she running it back next week? Next week's the holiday. She's probably getting some family time in.
I am debating like doing this maybe once a month or so, where we just end of the month talk about our favorite comics of the month. That would be kind of cool. Or like what are the lessons we learned? But maybe not mornings. Again, I'm on the East Coast and I work late and then we're getting up in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not, I can do it. It's just prefer not to. Not a morning person anymore. I used to be, but now I work nights.
I've been a morning person for a bit. Probably the past like 4 years. I love it. I love every second of it.
Hold on, I'm not staying offline next week, Dom. Let's not go crazy, okay, Dom?
I didn't think she was gonna say offline, but I meant like
I might not stream every day.
Yeah, like that was my educated guess at least. Dom, are you gonna be streaming? Are you Are you trying to tell us something?
I know.
I was actually thinking about doing like a minis stream, but I wouldn't have time to fulfill everything. Like I was just gonna do it on my personal, but definitely just would not have the supplies or anything to fulfill it all. But maybe in the near future, I'll just host like my own little whatnot stream on my whatnot account.
I like when you guys are popping up. I know Ezra did with his art. I know Courtney is doing it, I think this weekend, with like putting us onto music, doing some Pokemon or something.
Yeah, we definitely all want to have like our own like personal stream that we do. Like it seemed like we had a general consensus that we were walking to Bowl and Alley for a team event that we had last Tuesday. We were all kind of talking about it, like we have Topps Chrome coming out. We have so many like products coming out next year, and like we're gonna buy some of our own like to
Yeah,
rip
why
to do
would you not?
whatever with.
Yeah.
And so we were like, it would be cool with us hosting like there's multiple ways we could think about it. Like we could host our own stream with our own product and make our own money, or host it as a VeeFriend employee on our own account as like an unofficial like
Hmm.
stream, unofficial official stream. This way, it's not like on the VeeFriends main page, and the VeeFriends main page is more for like the big shows. And we could just do like a little pop up. Like I could just pop up in a conference room at 9 a.m. and just be like, "Yo, Topps Chrome," or "Yo, this," or
Yeah.
"Yo, that," minis or whatever, and just have like a little fun pop up. And if we did it as like an official VeeFriends account, but as our own personal, like just give revenue to like the revenue just goes to the VeeFriends, like whatever. Like it's just like a fun thing we could pop up and do at any time.
Yeah.
Like I would love to do that. Um, yeah, and I'm also getting an iPad soon. I still haven't
Yeah.
looked at
You
getting
want to start
one.
drawing?
Yeah, I haven't looked into it yet because DJ was like you can find one on Facebook Marketplace. So I was thinking about like when I get back to Delaware doing that and finding one. Um, Even though there's probably a better chance of finding one for a better price here, but I don't know. I just want to make sure like the one I get is good enough.
Hmm.
Like I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. I guess at the end of the day, um, and I
But I,
don't
I
know
would
how
check
much.
probably after the holidays because people are
Yeah,
getting a bunch of new
get
stuff, so
we're
then
getting
they're
new
gonna
stuff,
upgrade.
getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what I was thinking when I was back in Delaware. Um, they have. I'm just looking up iPad Pro on Google. It says iPad Pro 11. They have 11 versions of the iPad,
I know.
and I never knew.
I got my husband is an artist, so he had an iPad Pro, but he upgraded to the bigger version. So now I get his,
Nice. My
which I
my dad
rarely use.
has some iPad. It's like massive. Like it's probably an iPad Pro size. Honestly, I haven't seen one of the iPad Pros in a bit, but he uses it for stuff. Um, but it's nice. Like it's huge. I was actually, I think I did download Procreate on it at one point because I was trying to do some stuff. He was fine with me using it, so maybe I just buy it off him if he doesn't use it too much. Maybe that's the play. I'll give him a couple $100. What he could sell it for.
Yep.
But yeah, comics. I know this is the comics show. It's been a cool week for the comic strips we've posted. Um, I definitely want to see what I can share here for the people watching. Let me see if I can pull up the drive. 12, 23, 24. Okay, so this is the one I showed a little bit, and I'll show it very briefly too.
Let me see if I can put you
This
in
is
here.
super cool comic that'll be coming out. So pretty much gingerbread making, the glue, the icing wasn't strong enough, but they made do with it, and enjoyed it. And just Jackal, I think that's his first comic appearance back
Hmm.
there. Um, so it's super cool. Yeah, I'm not dropping the biggest alpha. This is just a thing. And then I really liked this was a thing because we wanted to make sure the character names were included in every comic, and
Hmm.
so I liked how he did it here. Like it almost looked like something you'd see in like a movie or
Hmm.
like a TV show. Like it's
I
kind of
like
just
that.
like it blends in. So that was super cool. Um,
I like that you guys are start adding them. We all know the names and we're so used to it that I wouldn't even think about putting them in there. But yeah, we want new people to read them and then know what these characters are
exactly.
called.
Yeah, and like new people like just don't. They just naturally they won't really
Yeah.
know. I'm not going to show this full one, but I'll show a very brief first panel look. Let me see if I can. Where is it? Huh, that's weird. I could have swore it was chopped up. It's okay. I'll just show it like this. Um, I'll just show a little bit of the first panel. This is a "Twas the Night Before Christmas" um, strip featuring our beloved Patient Panda and
Did you hear that, Dom?
Max.
The beloved Patient Panda.
And Max. Max is this character. Yeah. Oh, I had a funny story about that. A dad friend of mine using hot glue gun on the gingerbread house. My comment was, "Did you still eat it? Is it flavored glue?" I mean, yeah, we actually have Connor's had his gingerbread house sitting in the office since we made it. Um, and I had a bite of it yesterday. We made it on Tuesday last week. I had a bite of it. It didn't taste that bad, honestly. I didn't have any icing on it because the icing's probably it's been sitting there for a bit. But I had some of the gingerbread. I love gingerbread cookies, like like all that stuff. Like my favorite. Like that's the reason why I love the holidays. I just don't like how unhealthy it is because I could eat it all the time. Like I would, because like the perfect time to do it is just stock up on it right after Christmas,
Mhm.
and just eat it all the time. But it's just horrible for you, unfortunately. Maybe there's a healthier version, but I love it so. Like, literally my favorite like holiday treat.
But here, like, all your gingerbread is super hard. Like, it's
Yeah,
almost crunchy. Like in Germany, it's
there,
all soft. So I kind of
there,
miss
there.
that a little bit.
Yeah, there's a mixture. Like it really depends on like where you get it. Like I've had some like softer gingerbread, and it's definitely better, of course. But yeah,
I do like it.
it's good.
Do you have a favorite physical product that you guys came out with when it comes to the comics?
We haven't really had too much come out. I mean, I think the comic book, Gary showed a preview of it.
Mhm.
Granted, like it just looks so cool. Like to actually have it in my hand was just so cool. Um, so probably that. Only because we just don't have any other product yet besides those strips, like the other ones, the ones that we showcase. Like those
That
ones
is
are
one of
sick.
my, yeah, I love
Yeah.
these ones. Like the fear one is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I didn't even realize there was a black cat in there. I don't know how I missed it. Because when I did the black cat competition, I realized I was missing like 7, so it's actually 31. Dom,
Wait, there's a black cat in there?
yeah, I think it was on the left panel. I forget exactly where. There was a black cat though. I think it was more of like the shadow of the black cat, or like the. Let me pull it up.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, there is.
you see it?
Here, let me get it. Try to not.
Yep.
It's going to be hard to see. Right there in the corner.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I missed a lot, honestly. Dom was like, "Yep." Oh wow. So Dom won the black cat competition.
He
He
told
found
us on
ones that I
Tuesday
didn't.
evening.
He found ones I didn't even have on my list, so that was cool. It wasn't cool at the same time because I thought I was super smart and found them all, um, but I definitely did not find them.
There's
But it was
probably
a fun
even more.
exercise. I think honestly, like he might have some of the most appearances now that I think about it, and he's not even like a character in them.
Mhm.
Flexing Fox is in 21. I think 555 fans got to be in the second most, 28. But very, very, very lucky Black Cat is in 31.
That's crazy.
Let's see, Common Sense, no. German Dragon, maybe. Doubt and Dogs in 21, which makes sense.
Yep.
Chilton Chill is 16. Yeah, I think it might be the most because Fearless Fairy is another one, maybe. 23. Angel, 11. Yeah, I think Black Cat might be in the most comics and is hidden,
That's
which is
crazy.
hilarious. I think that's accurate.
This one was also one of my favorites. Like, I don't know if you guys
Oh,
can
the
see it
UV
on
light.
screen, the UV light. And I just realized that the only character that's on there twice is the Harpic in the original Series 1 and Series 2.
Yeah.
Like in the black light. Because all the other black light characters are all Series 1. And the Harpic is the only one in Series 1 and Series 2 drawing. Which is super cool.
Yeah, so a fun, exciting thing for you guys to look out for on New Year's, right when it becomes 2025, we'll have a comic drop in. and there is a grand total of 59 characters in it.
Whoa, that's
I
a
had
lot
to, I
of
had to count
characters.
through them and write them all out because on the comics corner, which I need to update today, because there's 3 comics missing now. I have to put every single character name, and so I had to go through yesterday. So 59, or it was either 59 or 7, and I forget, but it's one of those 2. There's a
Okay,
lot
Dom,
of
I'm
characters,
looking for you.
and we
Dom
will
said he
have like
didn't.
a certain character you have to find, pretty much.
Dom said he didn't have a black light to check if there's a black cat hidden. Nope,
It's a good
no
point.
black
Yeah, I don't
cat.
think there was.
Nope.
Yeah, there's a ton of characters in it. It's actually super cool. Shout out to Allie for making that one. But yeah, and then there's a lot of like characters coming up. We have Sincere Skunk coming up in a comic, Ernest Ermine coming up in a comic. There's a lot of characters that like you just don't really get shine, and like they make like perfect appearances too. Like it just makes sense for them to be there. So it's actually super exciting. Two polar bears coming up. Yeah, so that's definitely what I've been liking about like when Chris is doing it or Ali. Like a lot of the times now we'll be like following like a character of the week schedule going into the new year.
Hey Jay,
For
hey
a lot of it.
Savvy.
What's up, guys? Well, we found like a character of the week kind of schedule, but like up until then, like Chris and Allie kind of just like Chris was literally just going on the website and just finding a character that looked cool and then making a story with the soft skill. So like Ernest or mine,
Yeah.
like he made a story around that. But now it's going to be character of the week, driven for a bit. So that'll be fun as well. And yeah, there's some, of course, some great characters that'll be the characters of the week naturally because it's the character of the week. So like it's got to be a character that we can really make a good story out of. So there's definitely some brainstorming on like could we make like stories interconnect, like all that kind of stuff. So it'll be cool to see. Will the other artists ever do live streams so we can meet them? We were actually gonna see if Chris or Ali wanted to do the comics jam this week, but we actually just ended up scrapping it. But next year, like that's definitely a goal. DJs and is to have these other comics artists, Ali, maybe even Kate Comics, and Chris, to pop in on streams, hang out, draw. Like I think Comics Jam is the perfect one for them because they can draw a comic strip with the chat. See how good they are at multitasking.
Yep.
It's a good test. But there definitely should be like a little like podcast type setup. That could be cool. Like like a round table hangout.
Can I
I
ask what
know
does Kate do?
Kate. She was working on a comic book that she finished, like one of like the mini comics. I think that's what they're called. I don't know what DJ calls them. But she was working on a story and she finished it up. There might be like a little bit of revisions, but like it's all complete. So she was we call her mercenary. She was because she was not like officially on the VeeFriends team. She wasn't contracted. She was freelance, I think is the word.
Mm-hmm.
So we call her a mercenary. Of course, like it'd be great to bring her on the team. We'll see when we go into the next year what we can do because she's super talented. If you guys haven't checked her Instagram, like or TikTok, like she's
I have
pretty
not found her yet.
she's pretty popular. I think she's got like 40 something K on Instagram. It's Kate Comics, comics with a K. I haven't checked out her
Gonna check out later.
TikTok
I found
yet.
Ali and I found Chris, but I haven't found Kate yet. Okay, I'm gonna look up.
Yeah, Kate has 65K
Wow.
on TikTok. Like she does a lot of like fan art stuff. That's her main like. That's what she was always like. That's what she was big for. She actually literally just made a post now, so maybe we go over to that. She just made a post on Instagram. I'll type her at in the chat. We can just show her some love, maybe. That's her. I just put it in the chat. But she did post a little sneak peek of what she's been working on. She tagged us in it. It has like 3 adventurers like in the dark. It's her 4th most recent post. 3 little adventurers doing little adventurer things. More to come soon. She tagged VeeFriends. That is, of course. Oh my god! I didn't even realize there's a little Easter egg in that. Cool. So definitely, she's definitely a very talented artist. It's cool. It's cool to see her art style. And now imagine her art style with VeeFriends characters, and then you'll have to wait and see. Like it's super cool, right? Like I read through it on Monday or Tuesday. It's super cool. And then I read through another one. There's actually there's a lot of stuff that just finished.
Yes, Dom, on Insta. This is what her profile looks like.
Issue number 2. Oh man. Oh, it's not even there. I was lied to. Yeah, and it's the Kate Comics, just like that spelling. But yeah, the 4th most recent post is a little alpha. And that's something we want our comic artists to do, is like just drop little like teasers or something. This is cool. It's cool for the community to see it and kind of, I don't think speculate's the right word, but more of like kind of like try to like guess what the what the comic's about, who the characters are, like all that.
And also get excited about. Like
exactly.
It's, it's a different art style.
Yeah. Like if you look at that, like you can maybe find a little Easter egg. You might not know what it is, but you're like, oh, that's interesting. Like, what's that? And then you just kind of figure that out. So it's cool. It keeps people on the edge of their seat. We did actually, and I forgot to mention it on Monday. We launched it on Wednesday, I think, so that's why. We launched a Comics Jam Discord channel where the comics team will hang out. I don't know if all of them will, just because most of them aren't on Discord, but I will definitely hang out there. DJ will pop in and we'll share some sneak peeks, like that kind of stuff. Have some conversations in there. So that just came out recently. It's right below the general chat.
I like it. Also, like some of the
I'm not
things.
Sure. I'm not sure what character that is.
Hey, Alex. But I feel like some of the things that are underrated, and they're not technically the comics, but for me they are some of the pins that DJ did. Like,
oh yeah,
because I know everybody.
The gold pin is still like one of the craziest, in my opinion. Like it's just
I know everybody
cool.
Like thinks of it as like the Josh pin or like Josh and Tom, but I feel like it's the DJ pin for me. That's the first ever, as far as I know, comic pin, like made after one of the comics.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he loves it too. I think he has one. I think someone gave him one. Like that's just so cool. Like imagine just like making that into a story and then get it as a pin, and it's like one of the more popular pins in the set. Like that's just cool.
Yeah, because like when people see the pin,
it's the first pin that's not just a character.
Yeah,
like it's more to it.
And I feel like when you see it too, like there's multiple characters in it. People will ask about it, and then you can actually lead them to the comic. So it's like a physical thing that then will lead people to read the comic after. And I feel like I like that. And the same even with this one. Even if you see it as a pin, but DJ also wrote the story on the back. So I feel like it's a type of a physical version of a comic for me.
Yeah, he did a great job with it. I didn't even realize he made it at first, and he told me that. And so we had him sign some for Comics Jams.
Yeah, I remember him drawing or showing us some of it on one of the streams. It was super cool.
Yeah, it's very neat. I really like it. I hope we do more. Selfishly,
I'm not sure. Did he do these too? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Like the design of it? I don't remember. Like I know he told us about the bigger pen he did, but this one
I don't think he did those ones. He didn't tell me that at least. I think it was just designed by her, like Mikey or one of the other creatives.
I like those.
But yeah.
They're my favorite things he does. Art cards.
Oh yeah. I was
those.
just we had these. I don't know who sent them. Maybe it was the company, but we had these like cool cases you can put slabs in that came to the office like a couple weeks ago. So I just put mine in like a nice protective case. It has like a UV glass on each
Mhm.
side. Super cool. So I just put mine in that. I really want to get mine in like a CGC slab, but like I don't know like what their grading scale is like, and I don't like if it's not a 10, I wouldn't want it in a slab.
Yeah.
Like, because I wanted to stay authentic. Like, so it's like I'm just gonna keep it. I have a slab that Rarity Dale made. I'm just gonna keep
Mhm.
it in there. I'm fine with that. I do selfishly also want it to be digitized by DJ. That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
And then ambitiously, I want to come up with a really cool story where the last panel of the comic is my is
Oh, your art card?
my art card
That
that
would
says
be dope.
let's be legends. So if anybody has ideas, I actually did come up with I was using my friend Chet GBT. Chet's a really nice friend of mine. And it was overthinking Olympics. The first panel, the admiral overanalyzes a decision about where to sail next. The lemur challenges him on the next panel to a quick reflex game to train his gut instincts. And then panel 3, the admiral surprises himself by winning the game, and then the lemur says, "See, your instincts are legendary." And the admiral said, "Let's be legends."
I like that.
Now it definitely sounds like ChatGPT like, but maybe it can be refined.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely my sketch card. It seems like and a lot of other people's are too. Is their favorite card, like
Yeah.
easily. You know what we should do today? Everybody who's here, maybe we get like a trend going on Twitter with all the VeeFriends community. Like we should all post our sketch card and just say
Yes.
thank you, DJ, with a heart, or thanks again, DJ. Hope you have a happy holidays. Something like that would be awesome. We could do like a little Twitter raid.
I agree with that. That would be awesome. Also to see all of them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should do that. I'm actually gonna draft my tweet
Bonus
up now.
points if you post a picture of it. You can post more than one picture on Twitter, by the way. If you have a picture of you and DJ holding your card too.
That's a good one. I unfortunately do not have one. Fuck. I mean, crap. Yeah, I don't have one. How did you guys like the stream yesterday? I thought it was fun.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy. 2 1-on-1s,
It's
like
crazy.
one half, like
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was fun.
that was
that was one of my
nuts.
more enjoyable streams. Like I just had a good time. Because some streams like I wouldn't say are boring, but they're kind of just like there's no like craziness happening, and so it's like, eh. But you put a 1-on-1 off the bat, hold another one, and someone in the chat, and I don't remember who it was, said we should give 3 to Peg, blah blah blah. There's someone like spamming it. I think they said it like 3 times, and I was already thinking like we at least give her one more, and we did, and I was like, and we were like, let's do it again, let's give her
Yeah.
another one, and then of course this one, like it just made sense. Like,
It was such a
it
cool
was good.
moment. Such a cool moment. But I think it also was the vibe of like knowing it was kind of the last stream of the year, which sounds weird and like almost
Yeah,
sad to say, you know? But it's been such a crazy year, and I feel like you could feel it in the chat too. Like everybody like wrote their appreciation like for each other and for the team, and it was just like a almost like the end of the year reel, but as a stream,
yeah.
you know? That was kind of a good
It
feeling.
was cool. Like it was definitely like a super memorable one. Um, I got to say a motivational line, which was cool. Which I don't think I've ever done something like that, so that was cool. Overall, it was just super fun. Like good vibes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was fun. Like it's fun. Like it makes me want to like I already mentioned. Like it makes me want to like just do pop up streams. But definitely a little tough to do pop up streams. At least back in Delaware, if I don't have stuff to fulfill with.
Yeah.
But something I can work on. I mean, that's why I just want to do it here. Like I'll just like stay after work one day and just pop up stream like we're selling minis. But I gotta also I would have to get approval and then maybe even I just buy my own minis as a vendor,
Yep.
and do my own breaks. But there's just a lot of fun stuff. I can't wait till we have like we're at a point where we can do some fun stuff like that with comics, because I think we will eventually have something, but it's more of like there's no rush on it. We'll have the comic stickers that we've previewed a couple times, and those are why'd my mind blank? Those won't be like in packs. It's more of like you buy what you see.
Yep.
There's probably a fun way we can do it with there will be some variations with the Sunday comics. We had a few. So one of the sets, because they're all in sets. There's a set of Dialed In Dog, Dynamic Dinosaur, and a couple other characters, and then there's a set of origin stories. And so those origin story one, this is alpha, I guess. I guess we haven't shared that. Those origin stories will have some variations. So that'll be a fun. Like maybe we can figure out something to do with that. But hopefully early next year we'll have everything ready to go, and maybe one of the first couple comics jams next year will feature that. So I'm super excited for that. That'll be like my first product that I spearheaded. Product is what I meant to say. I don't know if I said that. Pop report on first comic is wild. What do you mean?
Like I think there's 3 10s as far as I know from the comic.
On the first comic book, yeah, issue 1. Yeah, there's like 3 10s. I mean, 10s for comics are insane. I think Blade shared that on a stream, but super crazy. So fingers crossed I get it. No, just kidding. But like a ton of 9/8. I mean, it came from the printer, so it makes sense. But I literally cannot wait to get it. Like I wanted to just be like, hey, like I'll just take it now. Like I don't need to. I won't wait, but I'm gonna wait. Of course. We still do have some in the office because Gary gets his allotment, of course, with his gift goats. So we kept some back. Yeah, like those are. I sent DK a picture of it. I think Tuesday. He was like, "Wow, like this is so cool." Cause it is like it. I mentioned it earlier. Like it's super cool seeing it online. Like I read it a couple times, but like having it in my hand and you can see that it's a comic book. I was just like, "Holy shit!" Like this is real. Like this is insane. So I'm super pumped. Like I think everybody is.
I think it's kind of like the same when the show came out. Like it was such a surreal moment, and I think it's the same with the physical comic book. Like it's happening. You know, it's the start of comic books for VeeFriends. That it's insane.
And we already have I think 3 more pretty much done.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much going on behind the scenes in the comics world. It's super fun. Like I'm excited just to see like when they come out, like because like I don't know if the covers have any are finalized or not, but like some of the covers look sick. Like yeah, like they don't have the VeeFriends branded on them yet, I guess, but it has the style of the comic.
I don't know if you're allowed to share. Do you guys know how you're gonna release the comics? Like these are only gift goats, the first one, but are they gonna be just in a store where I can walk up and buy them? Or is that gonna be, if you can share that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really share too much with what's going on, but that's definitely the goal. Like at the end of the day, whether it's with these ones coming up or later, like that's the goal. Like we want to get in comic stores. And a lot of comic stores are also like TCG stores and everything too. So there's like a good balance there. Or like if we get Topps Chrome in X store or Y store, like there's a good chance we could probably get comics in there too. So I think there's a play with that. It just the strategy is there. It's just a matter of executing on that, and really like working with our relationships with these kind of vendors, or not vendors, but businesses. That's the goal. Like I think if we get VeeFriends comics in comic book stores and they sell well and people love the stories, like that's that's 100% the goal.
Yeah.
Like we want people who don't know VeeFriends to fall in love with these stories and want the story to be continued. Because like if we drop a comic, like one of these ones that are just finished, and people are just in love with the story, like there could be part 2, part 3, part 4.
Yeah.
Like there's always like, I don't know. I guess with these stories there could be room for that. There could be like a prequel. There's like so many things that could come of it. So like that's the fun about it, because like one of them could turn into like a Spider-Man issue 1, and it's
Yeah.
like huge, and it's like, all right, well, Spider-Man, like this is its own thing now. Like it's a VeeFriends comic, but it's its own thing. Like
Yeah.
like that's a real possibility of something like that could happen. Like, will it happen? Probably really hard to do, but if the story is good enough and people fall in love with it, like it could easily branch off into its own thing, like
Yeah.
like a Spider-Man or a Hulk. Like I think Gary's probably talked about it on streams where like it could happen. Like
Yeah.
I don't think we're necessarily like pushing to try to do that, but like if it happens, it happens, and then we just gotta play with it. And yeah, like I think that is my dream, is something like that happening with like a comic, because then it's its own thing. Like,
Yeah.
and whoever made that, like now they got their own thing, and now like it'd just be so cool for not only the comic artists but for VeeFriends in general.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm hopeful that happens. Next year is just a big year in general. Like I think I said it during my my little speech at the end of that stream yesterday, but like we got comics, like multiple comics, hopefully coming out next year at least. We got the Topps Chrome coming. Like Topps Chrome is just like,
it's just insane. Like still, like when we say it, like it's so surreal.
Yeah, like it was surreal when we announced the promo cards, like just a promo card, and now there's gonna be a full product, which is just bizarre to think about. And there's some cool characters, there's VeeFriends characters. It's not no Disney characters. We have VeeFriends characters on Topps Chrome, which is just bizarre. Because like when I started with VeeFriends, like it was Gary's Doodles, like right. So it's just so cool to look back at, and definitely with me being on the comics team, I'm like super ambitious and super super driven to try to make comics succeed. We actually, funny enough, and this isn't out for anything, but I just saw it. I don't think we've really ever shown this. We have we've had this on the wall for a bit. I think it was just like a sample we got made. But
put them on the big screen.
It's just like a little comic on the wall.
I remember that one.
This is one of my favorite panels right here. And it's a little black cat. Don't let your dreams stay dreams. Do the work. Think, ask, believe, receive, crush.
I love that.
I like seeing that one. I kind of wanted it, but they put it up in there. Of course, I can't share that, but as much as I'd want to. All right, I'm gonna spill the beans. I'm just kidding.
I said the other day too, like sometimes I print them out and make little books from them to either way share with Emmy or just put it on my desk if I need them. So like if you cut them out, then you can actually put them together and make your own little books. Sometimes I will do them and share it with Emmy, or like I have them on my, if it's something like that really hit with me or I'm working on, then I will put them on my desk almost like a.
Can you make a video on doing that?
Yeah.
On making one of those, because I want to make my own now, and I you probably know how to do it best, and we could draw our own cover.
Yep.
That can be like a fun little exercise. That's sick.
But you can even you could put this in your kids' lunch.
Yeah.
So when they eat their lunch, yeah, and then they can read it during lunchtime. Instead of having Ryan did his motivational things for his daughter for a while. You can put like a little. If you can't draw. All right, then you could just put this in there, and it's super easy to make.
Dom, that's an idea that we've discussed actually recently, of because we have the files, like they make it in Procreate, but they download them as Photoshop files. Like we have all the files of probably like 75% of the comics because DJ lost some of them when his iPad just decided to die.
Mhm.
But like we have a ton of them, so like we were thinking about doing something like that, and it would definitely be something next year. But like I think I would love it at least for myself to color it. And we can
Yeah.
even like we could even have it where the text bubbles are empty too, and you make your own story with it.
Mhm.
Kind of like a what the way I was thinking of it honestly was like if anybody's familiar with Diary of a Wimpy Kid, they had their own book. They had a book that they released that was Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like write your own story or something like that, and
I love
everything would
that.
be empty, everything would be blank, and you get to some of them like you would have to actually draw the page, but I think some of them like there was text bubbles and stuff. At least that's from my memory. I could be completely wrong, but that's what I thought of. That would be sick. Um, so definitely, definitely excited on what we can do. Of course, there's a lot of like we could easily just like make one and post it and be like,
Mhm.
hey, like DM us for the high res file,
Yeah.
and you can print it and color it. We could have like a coloring contest or something. Actually, funny enough, we were going to try to do that for the Christmas comic, but the artist, it was Chris, he accidentally merged all the files and it wouldn't let him undo it, or he merged all the layers so he couldn't
Mhm.
like undo the colors. Um, but it's like it's not the end of the world. Like didn't have to happen. So there's definitely some fun stuff that we can do in the future with that.
Yeah.
I personally would love to just sit one day and just color some comics. So I'm in the same boat there. And then they'd be great at trade shows too, especially a New York Comic Con. I think that's the first one that I can think of because it's just definitely I think the best trade show for VeeFriends
Yep.
in my experience at least.
And for comics too, you have so many. Like it's called
Yeah,
Comic Con. Like it's like
yeah,
the perfect
yeah. Like
crowd for it.
because like the national for me, it's great, but there's just a lot of people who are just like looking for quick money and like like the vibes are just different. Like it's a lot of just like more like bro culture of like we gotta flip our cards. They come, they want Gary to sign a card, they try to sell it to someone right away. Like I understand it. That's what Gary it's like his content,
Mhm.
like hustle. But like that doesn't really like in my opinion, it doesn't really benefit VeeFriends a ton. Um so I definitely think Comic Con is like Comic Con. We interact with kids every day, kids and parents. That's the demographic, right? Like we want parents and kids to remember us when they're at trade
Mhm.
shows. We don't want a teenager who wants to make quick money because he's going to forget about it or he's
Yep.
like whatever. But yeah, Orion, we love that. Definitely my favorite part about VeeFriends. Um, my son just woke up. First thing he said was, "Dad, can we can we print pictures color? Maybe I'll get you one. I'll make one today and I'll send it to you. You can do it tomorrow morning while you watch the
There
comic.
is not from the comics, but from the book. There's coloring pages
Really?
on the
Oh yeah,
website.
yeah. There is. Yeah, not as cool though. Not as cool. Dom, send me a DM at like noon or like just in a couple hours, and I'll get that done for you. I can make you a little one. Send me the comic you want it from, and maybe I can find that exact comic and do it. That'd be cool.
There you go. I love that.
If I'm allowed to, nobody said I couldn't, so why not?
We won't say anything. What happens in here stays.
What happens in here stays in
stays in
here.
here. Besides sharing comics, we're still
Besides sharing
sharing
comics,
comics.
you share
And
those out, and also
anybody who
what?
came late, we're all posting our. If you have
Okay,
an
good.
art
I was just
card,
gonna say that. Yeah.
you posted today on Twitter. Twitter? Are we going
Right
with
after the
X?
stream ends, or even while you're
Yeah.
watching it. Like I already have mine queued up. I was gonna post it once the stream ended. I have mine. The lighting's tough, but it's honestly like the picture looks so clean because I had it like perfect when the sun was rising. I think it might have been in this room. Honestly, you can see the walls the same. There's just some rooms that get really good lighting. You already posted yours? Perfect. That's fine. Beg for forgiveness, not permission. Yeah. Well, you can only do that so many times, though, right? I don't think I've done it yet, but definitely want to save up my forgiveness points there. Um, but yeah, definitely that's what we want to post. We want to just say like a thanks again to to DJ for the sketch card. I hope you have a happy holidays, something like that.
Yeah.
It'll go a long way for him. Like any comments mean so much to him. Whether you know what happened or not, like it doesn't really even matter. It's the fact that you're showing him love.
Yeah.
Love is this is something I wanted to say during my like little motivational part on the stream yesterday, but like love is it's a free gift that you can give to anybody. It could be as simple as a compliment.
Yeah.
Like you could walk past someone and be like, I love that shirt, or I love that hoodie, or I love your hair. Like, you know, just like literally anything. Love is a gift that you can give to anybody. And so that's our act of love today.
Yeah. Like even if you don't have a sketch card, like Orion, if something that he wrote earlier, like putting something like that out and tagging DJ.
You can literally say,
like those things
hey,
mean
DJ.
something too. It doesn't have to be or Curry, that what you said, like even if you don't have one, like that you helped him create the perfect one for somebody else. Like that's community. That's what VeeFriends is about, you know, like that we know these details about each other. What would make the perfect sketch card for somebody else? Like that means something.
Yeah. And by no means should you do this in hopes that you get a sketch card if you don't have one. That is the worst. Like regardless of it just being a posted DJ, like you don't want to, like you don't give and to expect something back. I'm religious and like that's said in the Bible a lot. I can't quote specifically a verse, but I've read it a couple times. I've been reading through the Bible and like that's just no, you don't do that. You don't give to expect something in return.
Nope.
You give to give, and what's right, whatever comes back to you comes back to you. You know.
Because I always feel like if you give with an expectation, it's not a gift.
It's not a gift.
It's a transaction.
Yeah, it's a transaction. It's not a true like caring gift. It's more like I'm gifting this because I really hope you do this. Like it's like no, it's not how that works.
Yeah. And it sets you up for expectation that's not going to be met by somebody maybe, and then there's disappointment. So like you're setting yourself up for disappointment, which is just not a good thing. Always appreciate when there's something, but never be disappointed if it isn't. It's just how it goes. And again, you can also post your favorite comics.
Oh, this is why I remember it, because it was in Luke. I've been reading Luke, one of the books of the Bible. It says, but love your enemies, do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return. Your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High. For he is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Which is Luke chapter 6, verse 35 to 36. So I think it's just really the first two lines of, but love your enemies, do good, and lend, expecting nothing in return. Regardless of if anyone's religious or not, it's just one of those things where, like, I think a lot of people here are just more in that kind of good person mindset, and that's definitely it.
For me personally, a lot of the stuff is like it's karma. You do good, like you send good vibes out into the world, and they will come back to you. It's just It's like there's like you get. I don't think you guys have the same saying here in America, but it's something like how you, if you translate it, how you yell into the forest is the echo that comes back. So it's like how you talk to somebody, like if you want something from somebody, like the tone of voice you use is important and all these things. And the same, like if you send kindness out into the world, it comes back to you. It's just, you attract the same things you kind of send out.
Exactly. That's the way to say it for sure.
But I love that. But yeah, always share love to people, no matter if they go through hard things or not. Like if there's something, I think it's so often like we appreciate somebody or something in our head and we never say it out loud, or we never write it to them. And I feel like I really want to get better at that. Of like, yeah, when I see, like, I have this it's one of my favorite things. Like, and I look at it all the time. But it's been forever that I told him that. So I love that you came up with the idea of like sharing him love today, of like, if it's in your head, put it out there in the world. Tell the people that you care about them, that you love them, and that you appreciate the stuff they do.
Yep. Yeah. This has been a good little stream.
Yeah.
Quick-
Thanks for
quick
coming on.
hour
I appreciate
stream.
that.
No, I appreciate you having me on and hosting this whole week. It's been great. Yeah.
Thanks everybody in the chat for popping in and sharing your thoughts and sharing the comics this week and giving love to DJ and the whole team. And go and look up all the artists. Give them a follow too. Maybe I post a whole different socials later on social media too, so you guys can find them and follow. I'm gonna take off the X though until you guys have them.
Yeah, it's all good. No worries.
But yeah, if I don't see you guys, I wish you happy holidays. I hope you spend time with family, good food. But don't forget tomorrow. I want to say at noon. No, maybe I have to look it up. Jeremy is hosting
Oh,
the comics, not the comics, the cartoon space tomorrow.
Toon Talk.
Toon
I think
Talk,
it's on
yes.
Whatnot. So I can pull it up real quick to see if there's a. There's no show scheduled, so that's good to know. I'll let the team know.
But go check on Whatnot today, and then maybe early tomorrow morning to see when he hops on, because that's a fun thing too. And then tomorrow also Courtney is going live
On her own personal, right?
on Whatnot.
Yeah, I really want to get on that. I gotta figure that out in the new year. I would love to just do like little mini rips, because like we don't want that on the VeeFriends channel all the time, but like I would happily do it and ship the stuff with the supplies we have here, of course. But yeah, thank you again for having me. Thank you everybody for watching all of her streams this week. I mean, all of her streams whenever she's streaming, but specifically this week, it was I think a very beneficial week for the community, just to hang out and become closer.
Once DJ's back, go tune into DJ's streams. He drops a ton of alpha, and he always drops the best life advice.
It's actually funny that like how much alpha he drops, and like some people just don't even realize like the stuff he's coloring, like, or the sketch card, like you're all going to see him at some point for sure. Yep. And like it's just so funny to like I've been realizing that recently. I'm like, wow, like like because like some of the stuff I noticed for some of it, I'm like, I have no idea what he's doing, but say like so it's super exciting. But yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you everybody.
I appreciate you.
Have a blessed holiday. Reach out to me if you need anything. If you want alpha, I'm not giving it to you. And yeah, hi Ella's in the chat with Savvy.
Love that.
Cool.
Okay. Safe travels home.
Thank you.
When you go see your family, and everybody else, have a wonderful holiday.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.